Hi there. This video is intended to help anybody out who might be having problems with Blackboard Collaborate. Collaborate's this tool that the Virtual Academy uses quite a bit for classes in order to have a live session. Your teacher can, kind of be talking to you up here and present different information to you down here in PowerPoint form or whatever. We use it for a lot of meetings, a lot of, parent-teacher meetings or school-wide meetings, things like that. Either way, it's a very common tool that we use here at Virtual Academy, and it can be a little problematic, which creates headaches for us sometimes. Be that as it may, I'm hoping to give you guys a couple of quick fixes. If you're having any problems with Collaborate for whatever reason, try these things out for us. Number one, please do us a huge favor and try Google Chrome. You might be using Explorer, you might be using Safari, and those usually work, but if you are having any problems, do me a huge favor and try out Google Chrome. It's a free download. If you just do a search for Google Chrome, you should be able to find it pretty easy. Here's the Chrome browser from Google. They've got a couple different links up here, but it's really easy to download. You can just download Chrome right there. So give that a try. Number two, if you're already using Chrome, sometimes it can get a little gummed up with these things called extensions or add-ons, for lack of a better term. If you come over here to the right-hand side, and you come over here to settings, you can see what your extensions are way over here on the left. You might have a whole bunch of extensions on. Some of them you might not recognize, but from time to time the extensions can kind of get in the way of your computer doing what it needs to be doing. So to turn them off, you can just uncheck the extensions. That'll turn them all off, right? If you see a couple that look a little dangerous or that you have no idea what they are and you don't really want them, you can push the trash button right here and it'll remove it from Chrome altogether, right? So give that a try. Number one, try Chrome. Number two, turn off your extensions and then see if that helps out. If that doesn't help out, there could be a problem with Java. Third thing I want you to try is a Java test. So if you do a search for Java test, what you're going to get is this link right here that says, how do I test whether Java is working on my computer? If you go to that one, it should look a little something like this, right? It needs my permission to run. I'm sure I'll run it. Probably should have pushed run it every time. But, hit run. It's going to test whether or not Java is working on your computer. Java is this, helper tool thing that helps your browser to display things properly and to kind of like process a lot of things online. It looks like when I do a Java test on my computer, though, right here it says Java update available. It's working okay, but there is an update. If you see something that says there's an update available, go ahead and update it for me. If it's working, you'll probably have I think it's a green check mark and it says your Java's up to date or something like that. But I need to update mine. So I'm going to click up here where it says download, and I'm going to click this button that says agree and start free download. And it's going to download the update for me. So go ahead and install that bad boy. If it says there's an update, go ahead and update this thing just to make sure that everything's working properly. You'll get some pop-up windows. They'll ask you whether or not you want to do this, that, the other, etc., etc. Go ahead and do that. For this part where it asks to install a toolbar in Google Chrome, and set Ask as the default search provider, I always check no because I don't want those things personally. I'd suggest you do the same, but you're free to do as you will on your browser. So for Java to load properly, it needed to close my browser down, which is okay. I can come back to whatever I was working on. No problem. Okay. I kind of skipped through some of that stuff because it takes a couple minutes for that to work properly, but at the end I should get this message that says I've successfully installed Java. So yay for that. So I'm going to open up my browser again here and make sure everything is hunky-dory. So after you have switched over to Chrome, after you have cleared out your extensions, after you have made sure that Java is up to date, then you should be able to get into Collaborate. But what do you do if it's still not working? Or maybe all those things are already okay, right? Well, here's another little problem that happens sometimes with Collaborate. Let's say I am in a class Hopefully this works quick. Okay, just a little system slowness. Let's say I'm in my class and I've already done all the things in this video, and I click on a link for a help session. You know, my teacher may have put it over here in the calendar as an upcoming event or something, and it's got like a URL of some sort, and it's for a live session or a help session or whatever your teacher calls it, right? Let's say you click on it and you get this far, right? I'm going to put in my name, and for whatever reason, after you put in your name, the way that Blackboard Collaborate works is it actually downloads a small file, and you can see it down here. It says meeting 25 JNLP. It downloads a file that says JNLP, and that kind of is the trigger to open Blackboard. So you want to keep those. So I'll hit keep, and then if I try to open this thing, it may not work, right? It's got some sort of problem. Like right now, Explorer is trying to open this thing up. There might be some sort of problem where you can't get past this purple screen step right here. What you need to do is tell your computer to use a certain kind of program to open those JNLP files. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. First thing you have to do is find where your computer is putting those JNLP files, right? So if I click on this link and I get this part, it wants to download this file, right? So again, I keep it. What you need to do is open that, show it in the folder, right? And you need to find where these files are being stored. Right now, mine are in my downloads folder. Yours are, you know, who knows where yours are. But wherever they are, you need to find one of these files that says .jnlp. You need to right-click on that file, and you want to do the Open With choice right here. So go to Open With, and right now it's opening it with Internet Explorer. What I want to tell it to do is open with this Java Web Start Launcher. If you don't see yours there, you're going to have to come down to the third choice, Choose Default Program. And what that looks like, you might not have this choice over here for whatever reason, right? And that's the problem that we're dealing with right now. If it has something else like Adobe or Explorer or something else in here, you're going to have to tell your computer to use Java to open those files up. Otherwise, they won't work. So come down to Browse, and now you need to find that program. So I'm in the program files right now. I'm going to come down to Java. Starts with J. Usually these are listed alphabetically, but if they're not, just find the one that says Java. And I'm going to go to JRE7. That's my newest version. And I need to go in the bin. And then I need to find something that says Java WS. Not the one that says Java W. Go to the one that says Java WS.exe. And that's the program that you want to tell your computer to use to open all that stuff up. So select that, hit open. And so it should look a little something like this. Make sure you also check this box down here that says always use the selected program to open this kind of file. That way you don't have to do this whole process again. So if I check the box, I've got the right program opening them now. I hit OK. I should be good to go now. And it looks like Java's opening up my file. The first time you do it, or maybe a couple times, you know, every so often when you open a Blackboard Collaborate session, it's going to have to kind of like download some stuff, and you might see some pop-up windows. Go ahead and run. You can click that box if you want to, but let it do its thing. It's not going to do anything too nasty to you. You might get like a little message down here that asks for your connection speed. Just tell it whatever you think is best, probably your wireless. And what you end up with, move that over to the right window, is something that looks like this. And so if you've gotten this far, you should be good to go. This is a Blackboard Collaborate session right here. Your teacher's image might be up here. The PowerPoint that your teacher's going through might be over here. This is a chat box over to the left. But if you get this far, you're good. If you have any additional problems, please send me an email at rself@jeffco.k12.co.us. My name is Ryan Self, and so it's my first initial and last name, at jeffco.k12.co.us. And I'll do whatever I can to help you guys out. Hopefully this solves any problems you might have, but let me know if it doesn't. Thanks.